Hi friends, it is possible to fly without motors, but not without knowledge and skill. You know who delivered these words? These words are by Wilbur Wright. Do you know who is Wilbur Wright? Wilbur Wright and Orville Wright, together they are known as Wright brothers. They invented the flying machine or the aeroplanes. I mentioned this quote because today we are going to start a new lesson. The name of the lesson is Black Aeroplane. It's a wonderful story. It's about a journey through the sky. But the end of the story, it's mysterious, surprising, and a twist. So, shall we start the class? Yes. The Black Aeroplane. The moon was coming up in the east behind me, and stars were shining in the clear sky above me. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. I was happy to be alone high up above the sleeping countryside. I was flying my all-Dakota aeroplane over France back to England. I was dreaming of my holiday and looking forward to being with my family. I looked at my watch, 1:30 in the morning. So, the moon was coming up in the east behind me. The narrator, he is traveling in an aeroplane or he is flying an aeroplane. And the moon was coming up in the east. And now it's behind me, the moon behind me. And the stars were shining. The stars were shining in the clear sky above me. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. So, it's very clear. There wasn't a cloud. I was happy to be alone high up above the sleeping countryside. So, it's night time. I was very happy to be alone and high up above the sleeping countryside. Below, the world is sleeping. I was flying my all-Dakota airplane. Dakota is one of the famous models of aeroplane. Now I was flying my all-Dakota airplane over France. Now I am flying over France I am traveling to England. I was dreaming of my holiday and looking forward to being with my family. Now I got holiday. I am very eager to reach my homeland where my family is waiting for me. So I looked at my watch. Now the time is 1:30 in the morning. After midnight, early morning, time 1:30. The world below is sleeping and I was flying over that countryside. Now I am flying over France and my destination is England. I should call Paris control soon, I thought. As I looked down past the nose of the aeroplane, I saw the lights of a big city in front of me. I switched on the radio and said, Paris control, Dakota DS088 here. Can you hear me? I am on my way to England. Over. So I should call Paris control soon because now I am flying over France. At any time I should call Paris control tower. And I thought, as I looked down past the nose of the airplane, I saw the lights of a big city in front of me. I can see See, past the nose of the aeroplane, I saw a big city. I saw the lights coming from a big city. Now I took my wireless or my radio and I tried to contact the Paris control room. I said, Paris control, Dakota DS088 here. Can you hear me? I am on my way to England. Over. The voice from the radio answered me immediately. TS088, I can hear you. You ought to turn 12 degree west now. DS088, over. So he got a reply from the control room or the control tower. What is that? DS088, I can hear you. You ought to turn 12 degree west now. So you have to turn 12 degree west now. DS088, over. I checked the map and the compass, switched over to my second and last fuel tank and turned the Dakota 12 degrees west towards England. So when we are flying in an aeroplane, we couldn't identify the place, even which direction we are moving. So it's very difficult to find out over there. So we can fly only according to the instructions given from the control tower. So here they asked the pilot, this man, he's the only one, he is flying that Dakota small aeroplane, to turn 12 degree west, and he checked the map and the compass used to find out the direction and switched over to my second and last fuel tank. That Dakota aeroplane, dual fuel tanks. One is over now. Now he switched on to his second and last fuel tank and turned the Dakota 12 degrees west towards England. He turned the aeroplane 12 degrees towards west and that's to England. I'll be in time for big breakfast, I thought. A good big English breakfast. Everything was going well. It was an easy flight. So now, I have already said, he's really eager to reach his homeland because his family is waiting there for him. He got holiday. That's why he returned back to England. So he thought, I'll be there in time for breakfast and a good big English breakfast. Everything was going well. It was easy flight because now the sky is very clear. He can see the moon, the stars, and if this is the climate, then he can easily reach England on time. Paris was about 150 kilometers behind me when I saw the clouds, storm clouds. They were huge. They looked like black mountains standing in front of me across the sky. I knew I could not fly up and over them, and I did not have enough fuel to fly around them to the north or south. For a moment, he thought it was all going well. No. Expect the unexpected. That's it. Paris was about 150 kilometers behind me when I saw the clouds. Storm clouds. Those clouds were not ordinary clouds, it was storm clouds. The weather changed suddenly. They were huge. They looked like black mountains standing in front of me across the sky. Those clouds were like black mountains. They were standing in front of me across the sky. I knew I could not fly up and over them. It's very difficult. Dakota is a very small airplane. And I did not have enough fuel to fly around them to the north or south. I could not change my direction towards north or south because I haven't enough fuel. I ought to go back to Paris. So now I crossed Paris and 150 kilometers I covered. If I want to land safely, I have to return back to Paris. So 150 kilometers to reach Paris. I thought, but I wanted to get home. I wanted that breakfast. So his mind is now in a dilemmatic situation. For a moment he thought to return back to Paris, but the very next moment, no, I want to go home. I want to reach England at any cost because my family is waiting there for me to join the breakfast. I wanted that breakfast. I will take the risk, I thought, and flew that old Dakota straight into the storm. I hesitated for a moment, but the very next moment I decided to accept this challenge. So, I'll take the risk, I thought, and flew that old Dakota airplane straight into the storm. Now, his airplane is in the middle of that huge storm clouds, that dark clouds. Anything can happen. What happened to him? Can he go through that cloud? Can he reach home safely? We will find out in our next class. Okay students, before winding up today's class, I want to ask a question. Today we have gone through the lesson, the dark aeroplane, and my question is, it's about a quote. You just find out whose words are these. The airplane stays up because it doesn't have time to fall. The airplane stays up because it doesn't have time to fall. Find out whose words are these and you just send me the correct answer. Until then, this is Anish signing off. Thank you and have a nice day.